Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, my sweet babies! And welcome to my second channel. Now today I'm enjoying my sushi. I have my salmon roll and spicy tuna roll. So yes, today I'm going to be talking about this whole Khia situation. I'm also going to be giving you guys a breakdown about Khia, like what's going on with her and why she thinks it's okay to drag somebody for the death of their mother.
We gonna see if this sacrifice help us sell a record or get us some more shows. The people gonna watch. Bitch, you out of order!
So long story short, I'm pretty sure every single one of you guys know who the fuck Khia is. But before I get into that, let me just point out this. So long story short, if you guys didn't know, Khia, the blogger, the ex-rapper, the washed-up rapper, came for TRINA's mom passing not too long ago. Like a couple days ago, she came for TRINA's mom passing. Because in case you guys didn't know, the rapper TRINA, her mother did pass away. And no one knew this at first, but everyone found out when she went on stage crying. She kept it very, very private. So yes, TRINA's mom did pass away. Rest in peace to her mother. And Khia, people were asking Khia for her opinion. I don't know why they're asking for Khia's opinion, knowing damn well Khia is a ruthless bitch. But people asked her Khia's opinion.
On the street, Katrina saw pussy Hall has been falling out and having seizures after she sacrificed, aka lost her man to an incurable disease. The people say it seems like she's losing everything. Her hair, her teeth, her deals, her friends, her writers, her fans, her virginity at 12, her walls, her career, her pregnancies, trick. She can't keep a nigga or a bitch. Gag order, let's talk about the order. The breasts seem to be still hanging around. Little Miss and Big Miss is still hanging around. She can't seem to keep nothing lately, but she's crying and weeping, you know, over her mammy passing. Everybody, we just gonna say let her rest in peace. On the things that she seemed to be able to keep is those secrets and lies that she tried to fool the people with, but now she's been double exposed. She's falling all out, having seizures and crying. We ain't gonna drag her, bitch, while they down. Gag order, let's talk about the order. We gonna see if this sacrifice help us sell a record or get us some more shows. The people gonna watch. Bitch, you out of order!
Ooh, child. This bitch going to hell. She is going to hell. I mean, don't get me wrong. Khia is funny. Everyone knows Khia is funny. Like, that's what she does. She drags people. She roasts people. That's what she does. Because I drag and roast people too. But because I have a lot of integrity. So she was definitely wrong for that. And that was really disgusting and really horrible. Because let some bad shit happen to her. To one of her children. Let some bad shit happen to her. It won't be funny then. Because just making a joke about somebody's death is just out of line. Because that shit can happen at any time. And life is mad short. Now the reason why this was such a big deal and the Shade Room was reporting on this was because TRINA's cousin. Yes, TRINA's cousin. The cousin that TRINA barely claimed. Basically, TRINA's cousin came forth and he dragged the hell out of Khia and said that Khia's ugly, she's a washed up rapper, she's a fucking roach.
You know what TRINA, where her mindset be? Her mindset is getting to the bag. Her mindset is focused on family. Everybody around TRINA for the past 10 years and since I've been around has known that you do not matter, my dear. You're a roach. Roaches get stepped on, bitch. You don't matter. You're irrelevant. You can do a million interviews about TRINA. It doesn't fucking matter. But when you do what you did today, bitch, you have crossed the line, bitch. And now, I'm on your ass, ho. So you thought you had a motherfucking read. You thought you know how to read, bitch. You thought you had motherfucking a sharp tongue. I haven't even got started yet with your ugly monkey, dirty, long face looking ass. Crackhead looking bitch. Long titty looking bitch. Bitch look like King Kong. Your dreads look like it smells like motherfucking Black and Miles and Coke 45 beer, bitch.
And then Khia clapped all the way the fuck back. And she said some really fucking horrible, ruthless things.
Our ass Bobby Lights. We the people sentence you to a DNA test. See, your access has been denied down the Old Town Road because you've been desperate chasing Lil Nas and he don't want you. So you won't be riding no horses, but you can ride your sissy cauliflower colored ass down to the free clinic to get some penicillin shots, bitch. You came with your ass out at the awards and nobody still didn't want to touch your sick ass because your pussy is coughing, sneezing, and leaking, bitch, just like your cousin, Katrina Sourpussy Harper. You need to shove a Hall's cough drop up your ass. Your eyes are sinking in the back of your goddamn skull, just like sourpuss. Your asshole spread open like the Grand Canyon from being a Truvada-less glowworm cum dump. You and sourpuss sharing a double-sided dildo of diseases and desperation. Get your shit together. Go and get that throat and that loose asshole swab so you can finally have several seats without itching and a burning sensation in your pants, bitch. When it comes to roasting the queen, please come correct. And sourpuss, we heard you and Trick was performing at your mammy's funeral and no one was there. And Bobby, if you want to come for a real roaster, wash your cum-filled face first, bitch.
It was funny, but it wasn't funny. So now there's a lot of headlines saying that Khia is homophobic and she's this and she's that. She hates gay people. And then Khia came forth and was like, I don't hate gay people. I just don't like y'all sissies and punks. And Khia is just a ruthless person. Like, her mouth is crazy. Now, I know why she never made it in the music industry. That's just my opinion. Now, I got love for Khia, but some things you just don't joke about. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys do know Khia. You know, a lot of people do criticize Khia for always coming for TRINA, because this is not the first time she's came for TRINA. Her and TRINA's history goes way back to like 2006.
Queen of the South, fake bitch. If you was real, you would've said my name. But bitch, I'm calling you a hoe, and I'm saying it to your face.
Like, they have a very long history in everything. To violence, to threatening each other's families. It goes way back.
She's a good person. She's working really hard.
Khia's still throwing grease at you and
Who's
Wendy.
that?
Oh, exactly.
I'm number one.
So I'm going to be giving you guys like a huge breakdown on how Khia and TRINA's nasty beef got started. Khia is a songwriter, rapper, music producer, author. Khia was born in Philly but raised in Tampa, Florida. When Khia was younger, she was a rebellious child and was eventually expelled from middle school for always fighting and threatening people. Khia got her start in the entertainment industry working as a bartender at Club XS in Tampa, Florida. It was the biggest hip-hop club in Tampa, and she made a lot of connections there. She met many rappers, producers, and made a lot of relationships with DJs and radio stations. Eventually, as Khia was trying to make a come up in 1999, her mother eventually passed away in 2001, and then that pushed her to work even harder. And then eventually, in 2002, she came out with her big hit that still plays to this day. Her timeless hit, My Neck and My Back.
Just like you should my neck, my back.
If you don't know Khia for anything else, then you more than definitely know her for that song. The song came out in 2002 and went viral during the rise of the internet. The song My Neck and My Back was on her Thug Missus album, her debut album, and everyone knows that song. Like, that song literally gets played in almost every club. It's in a whole bunch of memes, and it's in many movies. The success of the song was huge to the point where the song literally charted in 10 different countries. It charted in countries like Australia, Scotland, Belgium, the UK, the US, and 5 more countries. The song was huge. It was basically when people took Khia seriously. 2002 was a good era for Khia. She even got on a reality show. That girl was big. She was basically up and coming when Missy Elliott was starting to retire, and Khia was really on her shit, and people really respected her back in the day. Back in the day, she was bigger than Jay-Z.
I'm Thug Miss. Respect me. Call it just like I see. You gotta respect me. If you want to be with me, you gotta respect me. Anytime a see me, she better respect me. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, cause you're gonna respect me. Bring it on or let it be. You don't wanna test me. Pay my dues off in these streets. Respect me. Act a fool out in these streets, cause they gonna respect me. You best to R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me.
Khia makes money for every time somebody uses her song in a movie, every time her song gets played on the radio, because she wrote and produced the song by herself. So Khia pretty much makes royalties off the song to this day on Amazon Prime, Apple Music, everything. So many of your favorite artists have even sampled it, like T-Pain, T.I., and Saweetie. And she also made thousands, no millions, off of ringtones. And fast forward to 17 years since the album's been out, Khia has sold over 3 million units of her song in pure copies. Khia was so big, there weren't that many artists coming out of Miami. At this time, this is when TRINA was first up and coming. TRINA was still trying to solidify a name for herself and was still trying to find her sound. And there were many up and coming artists from the South, like in Atlanta and Miami, but there weren't that many hot Southern rappers that were female or even male. There was barely any famous male rappers. There was Jackie O, who a lot of y'all probably don't remember, and then there was TRINA, and then there was Khia. But TRINA already had big hit songs. She has songs like The Baddest, which is one of her most iconic songs, and it's also her first really big hit. And then she had her classic song, Nan. Those were songs that quickly made TRINA a household name, but TRINA didn't really write many of her hit songs. It was basically, long story short, TRINA was basically the original Cardi B. She didn't write much of her shit. She was basically fed lyrics. Before TRINA really blew up, she was basically a dancer, and then Trick and her grew up together. He put her on a song, and then eventually she just became a rapper. Now, Khia back in the day was constantly getting compared to TRINA. So basically the industry did what Nicki and Cardi are doing to each other. The industry did what they did to Nicki and Cardi. They basically pinned these two against each other. So Khia was constantly getting paired to TRINA, and people were constantly bringing TRINA up in interviews. And Khia said one time in the interview when somebody kept comparing her to TRINA and Jackie O and other Southside rappers, Khia said, "They are puppets. TRINA piggybacked off of Trick Daddy, and every single that she had, she needed a big name feature to sell records. That girl does lap dances on stage. The majority of her fan base is men, and that's because they want to fuck. You're looking at ass, sex, and her ass is a sex symbol. She talks about being a female pimp and tricking for $10,000 and diamonds and all that kind of mess. That's not the real world. She living in a make-believe world, and that shit she raps about is make-believe." Oh my god. That shit hurt my feelings. So you can see that Khia never had respect for TRINA's pen. This is almost like Nicki and Cardi if you think about it. So Khia never respected TRINA and always looked at TRINA as an industry plant and a bitch who got fed her success. So TRINA never liked Khia because Khia was always throwing jabs at the up-and-coming girls. Khia never cared to collaborate, and plus, Khia was the type of person that she knew, she always said that she knew her worth, and she didn't feel the need to collaborate with someone who just wasn't beneficial. This is when Khia was in her prime, and she was all over TV, and she was really popping at this time. So, imagine how that would have made TRINA feel, seeing that a girl that she don't even know, don't even like her or fuck with her. But here's where shit kind of hits the fan and where their beef kind of stemmed from. So when Khia was coming up, she referred to herself as Queen of the South because she's from Florida and spent a lot of her time in Atlanta, and she made Southern style trap music. So she considered herself Queen of the South. And back then, I believe Gucci was calling himself King of the South. And TRINA used to call herself the Queen of Miami. So you can kind of see where this kind of stemmed from. Their beef mostly stemmed from the media pinning them against each other because they were the hottest new female rappers. Because we just live in a world where people just don't want to see two black female artists winning at the same time. They did it with Rihanna and they did it with Beyonce, but I don't see anyone doing this shit with Taylor Swift and Adele. They tried to do it with Monica and Brandy, and for a while they had beef. And they tried to do it with Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, and for a while they had beef. Then they did it with Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks, and they had beef. But at the same time, I kind of got to hold women accountable because many women have a superiority complex and they don't feel the need to have to compete. And a lot of times when women are in a situation where they have to compete with one another, or they're being told that, oh, you'll never be as better than, it just creates animosity. TRINA and Khia could have came together, but the industry was pinning them against each other. And Khia was also talking mad shit. So I got to kind of hold Khia accountable because she was only feeding the fire. People kept constantly bringing TRINA up in interviews of Khia. People kept saying, how you feel about so-and-so, how you feel about so-and-so, how you feel about these new Southern rappers. She would always say, I'm self-made, those bitches aren't, I write my shit, they don't, I don't compare to them. Like, she was somewhat doing the same shit Nicki did. And the crazy part about Khia and TRINA having beef, Trina and Khia have never met. Not back then, and still to this day, they've never met. So in 2008, Trina dropped a diss track on Khia.
I don't hear you yapping cause you talking about nothing. A video with Jay, yep, you ain't said nothing. Oh, nappy rooted mutt, acting like you're doing something when I catch you straight face. No police, no fussing. Who the call me Miss $1 billion, which has been on covers of some $1 billion. Let alone, don't forget this $1 trillion face. Only covers you been on was your mugshot rate. You still talking about that who won't you? With them 5 kids, you don't know they daddy, don't you? You don't want it, sweetie, got your past mapped out. Think you back off in the game, I how you push back out. With your back out, selling in the A, but we know that won't sell, but for earning A. And get them teeth fixed, spray some sheen on them dreads, get them bags out your eyes, get some rest, go to bed. Cause you ain't talking about nothing. 305 in my yayo boss. It's the baddest chick in the game. #1 album in the country. Holla at your girl.
That was me.
What up?
What up? I'm here.
Me just a lot of yapping. A lot of yapping going on the internet all over about Trina. I'm doing this.
Absolutely. You see, there's the baddest chick is here in the building. Running with me.
Ooh. That was some shit. So this went viral, and mind you, this is 2008. So this was the rise of MySpace, and this was the rise of social media, low key. So at the time, it was going viral. Everybody was talking about it. Radio stations were talking about it. It was a big deal. And it got even worse because Trina decided to go on national television. She went on Rhapsody, a TV show, a music TV show from back in the day. And she basically performed it on live television. And when she was asked about Khia, she threw mad fucking shade.
Now, in that freestyle, who could you been, hitting at on that? Is there anybody in particular? It was just...
I mean, shoe fits wear it. You know who it is. Everybody know who it is. They know who it is. I mean, it's the boss. I'm #1. That's all I gotta say.
Talk to him. Like my man Callis say, listen. Absolutely. Now,
wow. So you can kind of see where things would kind of get worse. But then again, it's one of those things where I can't get mad if I push you and you punch me. So Khia was pushing it, and Trina just punched her right back with music. So I can't really get mad at Trina. But at the same time, it's a shame that women can't work together. It's really sad. It's almost as if women are just cursed to not work together. This is what the world wants, for women to not work together or stick together. Like, this is like black people. Black people, trying to get black people to get along is like trying to fucking paint a wall with your damn toes. Like, it's just not gonna fucking work. And clearly this is PR, I feel like a lot of managers and labels, they push women against each other. And I feel like Trina was kind of convinced to do a diss track. Now this is where all shit kind of breaks loose. This is where all hell breaks loose. And mind you, before I get into that, I feel like labels don't want to bring women together, they want to separate them. They did the same thing with Cash Doll. In case you guys didn't know, Cash Doll had this whole situation where somebody told her that Little Kim didn't like her. So Cash Doll threw shade in the interview. And Cash Doll had to apologize years later. And then they did this with Nicki and Cardi. Nicki was constantly throwing subs in her music. Nicki was constantly doing interviews saying how she don't respect people who don't write. And then Cardi started throwing shit in her music, and then eventually shit got physical. So it's one of those things where labels rather have women compete than bring them together. Because there's no money in fucking bringing joy together. There's more money when there's a fight. There's more money when you can beat out and knock out your competition. Because so that way you make that label bankrupt and that label thrives. It's like labels don't want to help each other. It's really sad, but it's only like this with women. So then Khia felt pressured to do a diss track. She wasn't going to respond, but then she eventually felt pressured to do a diss track. And she said, fuck it. So she literally used the iconic diss track, Tupac's Hit 'Em Up, and she sampled it to diss Trina. And
Name, but bitch, I'm calling you a hoe, and I'm standing to your face, begging me to fill up the spot. Your album sucks more hard than you suck on the dick.
And because this was getting so much attention, Jackie O also hopped on the bandwagon, and she dissed Khia as well, because Khia was throwing shade at her too. So since Trina was getting so much attention, Jackie O hopped on it, and her shit was low-key trash.
Just stay in your lane though. For real. I guess she mad because I sound the queen of Florida. Bitch can't get mad. Alright, you want to be the queen, you could be the queen. Queen of the Florida Everglades. Swamp monster asshole. Florida Gator. What's her name? Khia? Khia.
But
how many records you sold? Is you a man or a woman? How many niggas you fool? Transvestite looking bitches, no respect in the hood.
Khia wasn't having it. So then she really felt pressure to come out with a diss track. I remember listening to that a long time ago, and it was the funniest shit ever. I literally listened to that shit like 10 times. Not only that, Jackie O was also coming out with Fuck Khia t-shirts. Now the funny part about the whole Fuck Khia t-shirts thing, Khia took the idea and she started selling them shit to her damn self, and she trademarked the whole Fuck Khia thing.
I know y'all been wanting to know what's been going on. Let me tell y'all, it's been a Fuck Khia week, and y'all know how I do. I have to support, so I got on my Fuck Khia t-shirt because, honey, it's been some hating bitches and some hating hoes out here this week.
Now, since Khia sampled the iconic Tupac Hit 'Em Up, Trina felt pressure to do another diss track. She sampled the iconic What's Beef by Biggie Smalls. Khia never responded with another diss track. She threw out her one diss track and then she was done.
Them bitches, it's just, motherfuckers just can't take my opinion of things, and my opinion is just that. My opinion, the hood's opinion, because I'm a real bitch from the street, so if I co-sign it or if I say it, that's how all the thugs in the street, that's how all the thug misses feel about it. Real, y'all ain't gonna never be able to see me, it ain't no beat, it's just I'm by myself, and y'all would rather follow a flock of niggas than to come over here with the queen and let women stand firm and strong, bitch, on our own. Bitch, when y'all hoes gon' get it, y'all done swallowed enough dick, and you're still in the same predicament that you was in when you motherfucking thought, and you wanna hate on the queen? Stop it. It ain't no beef, it's just the truth.
For the past 12 years since that diss track was released, every chance Khia gets, she's always on a fuck Trina campaign. I don't fuck with Trina, I hate that bitch. Fuck you for life.
You know how bed bugs do to people's body. You've been infecting people's beds for many motherfucking years, ho. You bastard hound looking bitch. Don't you ever try to come for the queen. You not the baddest, you the saddest, ho. You are the original Cardi B. Cardi B just came in the game and she done won all kind of awards, ho. You done been in the game for 17 years and you ain't won nothing but a disease.
Oh my God.
I don't know why you let Charlamagne the Goddess set you up for this, and I hear that you twerking and dancing off of my neck and my back for some of the young old videos down there in Miami. That's all that you can do. All you bitches can do is copy and steal from the queen, because you will never be queens. You will always be hoes and bed bugs. You deserve to be on Love and Hip Hop because you're trash. You the main one that was hollering that you would never do Love and Hip Hop, but oh, now you running there because you're running out of time and money. But I don't know who boosted you up to put that first diss out, but please put out another one so I can hit your ass up again. You slip and slide, and I called you all kind of bitches and hoes. Yes, I did, because that's what you is. You was mad because I called you all kind of bitches and hoes, and you was mad at Trick Daddy because he did a song with me and I wasn't the first lady of Slip and Slide. I was the queen of the South, the queen, meaning I own my shit, all of it, and you don't own nothing but the dicks that you suck. Bitch, that's why you was mad in the beginning, because you was mad at Trick because I jumped on the dick and you decided to put a diss. Did you ever tell anybody why you put a diss record out on me? Why you try to act like you the Diamond Princess and have everybody thinking that I'm just roasting and hating on you? Bitch, you put a diss record out on me because you thought that you was the Diamond Princess and everybody had to go through you, and I had to show you that no, bitch, I'm the queen. I don't have to go through you. I'm gonna go through Trick, do jump on the dick. It's gonna be a hit, hoe. And you mad? You decided to put that diss record out because I didn't go through you then? Bitch, I don't go through nan hoes, nan hoe. I don't befriend nan hoe. I don't buy down a nan hoe. You the hoe that have to make friends in the industry to try to stay relevant because your music ain't shit, ain't gonna never be shit.
Now the reason she was always on go, because we also have to understand that Trina was talking about her tea, and plus Trina brought her kids into this, which was very, very unnecessary in that first diss track. But hey, this is hip hop. Ain't no rules. Anybody can get it. If Tupac can talk about somebody getting sickle cell and about to die, Trina can talk about somebody's fucking kids, and it is what it is. It's hip hop, it's entertainment. It's not that serious.
Was your mugshot rate? You still talking about that? Who won't you? With them 5 kids, you don't know they daddy, don't you?
Khia knew she signed up for it. So Khia's always on a fuck Trina campaign. She don't fuck with Trina, and that's where really their beef stemmed from. She hated the fact that Trina did a diss track on her and spun the narrative that she was a hoe, she was this, and she was washed up, and just a whole bunch of shit. So she never fucked with Trina after that because Khia faced a lot of public scrutiny.
Not only that, I think you kind of caught the wrath of everything that was going on at the time, because I was getting a lot of hate from the radios, a lot of rumors, and everybody just making their job more funnier, was making jokes about this and that. And I have kids, and my kids listen to the radio, so I was a little hot.
And the crazy part is, TRINA was America's darling at the time. TRINA was legit up and coming. She had already solidified herself in the music industry. Her album had just came out. Her iconic album, Still the Baddest. Yeah, I still have that album on repeat. It's a dope album. Her album was starting to thrive, and TRINA was just on the right. It was almost as if people were trying to push Khia out and bring TRINA in, which is really crazy because female rap was pretty much doomed to end because Little Kim became a white woman. Missy Elliott retired. Little Mama was just coming up, and the only popular female rappers were really TRINA and Khia. Foxy Brown's ass was in jail. There was literally no female rappers out who were legit popping, had a solidified amount of success in music. But Khia has never let go of that grudge, and she's still gonna hang on to it. Khia is such a fucking Scorpio. Scorpios are some nasty motherfuckers when they don't like you. They fucking hold grudges for a lifetime. I mean, she did find a little bit of success because she got to work with Janet Jackson in the early 2000s. In 2006, Janet Jackson put her on her album. There's a lot of controversy behind Khia being on that song because back in the day, that was Janet Jackson's lead single for her new album. And Janet Jackson didn't take Khia on tour. After that album release, Janet Jackson was to go on tour, and Janet didn't even take Khia with her. Janet didn't offer her a deal, and Janet put her in the music video, but Janet cut her the fuck out. Janet only put her in there for 2 seconds. So Khia never fucked with Janet after that.
We are motherfucking lying. I'm giving y'all full tease because what y'all see here is the BET Life of Janet Jackson publishing. Can we see that? Is it in the mirror? Oh! Publishing request that I wrote that hit record. And they calling me for permission to see if they can use. So excited. Y'all see that Janet Jackson, Khia email? So excited. BET video when that hoe cut me out of all the scenes. Here go the proof. This is a publishing request for So Excited. We're doing a show about the BET moments with featuring Janet Jackson, and we would like to use footage from her BET access granted about the making of So Excited music video. I want them to show y'all the making of that video again so y'all can see all the lovely outfit changes and all how the queen was looking beautiful in that video. And then that whole hated because she thought I was fucking Jermaine and cut me out the video.
She also feels like TRINA plays a role in blackballing her, but personally, I mean, it was 2007, 2008. I mean, you weren't really popping anymore after that. And also, 2 years ago, she went on a whole rant and told everybody that she actually wrote TRINA's first big hit.
I've said to you, Khia, I don't like when you be going extra.
Oh, TRINA! Don't nobody care nothing about TRINA, girl! TRINA put a diss record out on me 20 years ago, just like you, and you still at it, bitch. This the only reason why I wrote TRINA is because the bitch put a diss record out on me 20 years ago instead of telling everybody that I wrote the baddest bitch for her. You know, and you know, when she put the diss record out on me, I've been on her neck. That's it. It's fun and games. I don't give a fuck about sourpuss. But when you put a diss record out on somebody, you got to know, bitch, we're beefing. This is hip hop. This is entertainment. Hip hop is go at a whole throat. That's it, bitch. That's it. Let it go. Don't care about TRINA. This is entertainment, girl.
So she claimed that she wrote that song, but the crazy part is, if you look it up, Khia doesn't have writing credit on that song. The Baddest, she don't have writing on that song. This is TRINA's most successful, probably her highest streamed monthly song if you go on her Apple Music. So Khia doesn't have writing credit, but people assume that she meant that she ghost wrote it, but TRINA took it and basically ran with it, which honestly, this isn't TRINA's fault. This is Khia's fault. If she's so pressed about somebody taking her music, don't nothing move till you sign shit, honestly. But TRINA never ever paid Khia any attention. She did in fact pay Khia attention when Wendy Williams asked about her in 2008.
City tour, so I'm excited
Good for
about
you.
it.
Now, how is your relationship with Jackie O and the girls?
Jackie O is great. She's a good person. She's working really hard.
Khia still throwing grease at you and
Who's
Wendy.
that?
Oh, exactly.
I'm number one, the only female with the album out. I'm on every magazine cover, hate it or love it. So who is that?
Who? That's funny. TRINA never cared to pay Khia any attention after that, because after she dropped that diss track, her album came out like immediately after, and TRINA's career boomed the fuck up. Like Trina had big hits on that album. Like Trina had big hits on that album, like Pull Over, Look Back at It. The album had I'm Single Again, which is one of Trina's most successful, most classic song. So Trina became legit a mainstream artist after that album. And after she dropped that album and after she dropped that diss track, it was almost as if Khia never existed. She never addressed Khia ever again until Wendy Williams brought her up. Oh, but the last time she did address Khia was 2 years ago when Khia started doing blogging and news. And she dragged the fuck out of Khia.
What's good? Y'all hoes want smoke, now you got it.
All the hard work.
Y'all want smoke, now y'all hoes gonna respect my motherfucking name. I'ma start making y'all hoes bow down and kiss my motherfucking feet. Y'all bum ass hoes. I paved the way for y'all hoes even much speak in Miami, bitch. Don't even talk my motherfucking name without saying motherfucking miss. And if you call me a bitch, make sure you put baddest in front of it. Whack ass hoes. Light the blunt.
Broke ass mad bitches. They get on my nerves. They so motherfucking jealous. They
Jealous ass, mad ass, whack, sad ass, bad body ass, nasty looking ass bitches. Like what's really the fuck is good? I see you bum ass bitches around. I don't speak on you bitches. I don't give a fuck about you hoes. I'm too busy getting money. Fuck you talking about? Too busy planning for Trina Day next year. Since I don't give back that hoe. Did you ever give any toy drives? I ain't never see you in no motherfucking hospital giving toys to the kids, bitch. Y'all hoes probably trying to get on TV, bitch. Guess what? I am the motherfucking TV. Same one you've been looking at for 17 years, punk ass.
In which Khia clapped back and said this.
Bitch, cause I can ride your pussy. Since no nigga ain't never gave you nothing, I given you an iodine douche to clean that sour puss, cause it ain't been cleaned in years. Some feminine deodorant spray, cause your pussy been sour, you been fucked out and fucked through. You need to spray some of this spray on that stank ass pussy and shed with Kate Michelle, cause her shit stank too. Some mouthwash, cause you been sucking dick and pussy. I know your mouth is rotten and corroded. Put some of this mouthwash on your pussy and spray a little bit on the sponge when you wipe your ass. And some feminine body wash. All of these things is for you to take care of that sour puss. Nobody ain't married and ain't no baby ain't never came out of it. Bitch, you 49 years old and don't you ever in your 49 years ever try to come for the queen.
I completely understand why Khia doesn't fuck with Trina after that whole diss track situation, but in my opinion, I kind of see it like this. This is old shit. I don't know why Khia keeps dragging this shit out. This was literally 16 years ago, 13 years ago that they had pressure. I think Khia should really drop it, but then again, Khia is the type to hold grudges, and if she holds grudges, it is what it is. You know, luckily Khia did branch out to other ventures. She did retire from music, which in my opinion, I don't think she retired. I think she was pushed into retirement like how Nicki was. But eventually Khia ventured out into doing blogging and news reporting and reactions and basically becoming a YouTuber. Yes. Imagine being a multi-platinum selling artist and then being a YouTuber.
Trick performed at her mama's funeral. Nobody didn't buy a ticket. They had to cremate her. They couldn't even motherfucking bury her. You know they were trying to raise money for the goddamn funeral, but them nobody didn't even buy a goddamn concert ticket. That girl ain't sacrificed her mama. At least Illuminati would have gave in advance. That hoe live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Illuminati would at least gave her a car.
Imagine having a promising career and then retiring to be a YouTuber. That's crazy. I like Khia and I like Trina, but Khia sometimes takes things a little bit too far. And she even had a popular YouTube web show called The Queen's Court, where her and her co-host Madison used to report on celebrity news. But unfortunately, they broke up about a year ago because Nicki Minaj actually was a fan of the show, and they actually caught a lot of attention of a lot of celebrities like Kenya Moore, Candy Burris, to the point where Nicki was a fan and offered them a show. Nicki literally got a contract from Murray for probably millions of dollars, but Khia was interested and then later backed out last year because she saw it as Nicki was trying to take something from her and remake it. And this was going to be on TV, so Khia would have had to clean up her language and her fucking attitude and answer to white folks. And not only that, Nicki wanted to turn it into Nicki Minaj Presents The Queen's Court. This would have been huge, but It ended up not working out because Kai wasn't interested and she ran to social media talking shit. And then Madison was pissed, and then they were no longer friends anymore, and a whole bunch of drama because Madison felt like Kaya ruined an opportunity for her, which to me it sounded like Kaya's afraid of success. Damn, first your music ain't go anywhere because you burned a lot of bridges. Then Nicki Minaj offers you a big break and gives you your own show and you turn it down. Something smells fishy about Kai. At this point, I feel like Kai is probably the problem in a lot of these situations. But imagine being a multi-platinum selling artist and going on an iPhone 4 every week to talk about celebrity news. Kai had a very promising career. It's a shame she didn't really make it very far. And it's a shame that, you know, her and Trina didn't get along because of nonsense and pettiness. But Kai said, fuck her for life. She put out a diss record on her. And apparently she didn't get any writing credits on her biggest hit. So that's pretty much where all that stemmed from. Does that excuse why she talked about her mother and said, oh man, you know, your mother's funeral was whack. You know, she wanted to cremate her mother. She couldn't even fucking put up a correct funeral. There's no excuse for anyone saying that at all. I should really be ashamed of herself. But honestly, I'm not surprised. Kai's always been this way. She's always been this way. She's always been unapologetic. She's always been crazy. Stuff like this. So every time Khia talks about Trina or talks about any other celebrity, she has the craziest things to say, and she's not very forgiving. Khia, you really wasted your potential. And I think at this point it sounded like she was probably scared of success, or she had too much pride. It almost sounds like Nicki. And I feel like she probably just didn't want to be a sellout. Maybe that's what it was. Because you guys know when Nicki first came up, Nicki was a mega sellout. Nicki was pretending that she liked girls. Nicki was out here pretending that she had like 3 alter egos that she doesn't even tap into anymore. She was Harajuku. She was Nicki the Ninja. Nicki was basically a walking gimmick. And then eventually said, okay, I'm not doing this shit no more. She started wearing regular wigs. You know what I'm saying? So had Kai been more of a sellout and gave people what they wanted, like her being quiet, her being silent, and her just like, you know, holding it together for a record or for her career, maybe she would have gone a lot further. But a lot of times, you're in a situation where you have no choice. You gotta like fake it till you make it for a lot of situations. You know how many people that a lot of us have probably worked with? Like some of us have had managers we didn't like, some of us had coworkers we didn't like, but we suck it up for that check. And Kai just couldn't do it. Maybe she's just too real for this industry, or maybe she's just not strong enough for this industry. Like I feel like she's not strong enough for this industry because at this point, the fact that she's dragging out a 12-year, 11-year beef and still talking about it, and then talking about her mom in that way, and then talking about how her cousin has HIV and has a Grand Canyon asshole, which was funny as fuck, but Kai needs to let it go. She really needs to let it go, in my personal opinion. Kai girl, if you ever see this video, I love you, but yeah, I think she's wasting her potential. When you do have like such dark energy to the point where you like, every chance you get, drag somebody who did you wrong like 20 years ago, which you don't have to get over it. But at this point, when you publicly drag someone and say HIV this and you this, you're that, violating somebody like that, that kind of blocks your blessing. I mean, that's how I feel. Like, I just gave a nice little breakdown and gave you guys a summary. So this should kind of give you guys an idea of why Khia drags the fuck out of Trina every chance she gets. And I feel like I need to do this because a lot of people don't really have the storyline together. Some people just think that Khia is bitter and is just upset that Trina experienced success that she never got. Which, I guess it could be that because Trina is still, you know, pretty popular in the music scene. And Khia, her success was short-lived. 2 hit songs, one of them still gets played to this day, but Trina has several hit songs that still get played to this day. I'm pretty sure some of y'all still listen to Single Again. I'm pretty sure some of y'all still listen to Pullover or Nanic. Like, Khia could have been a huge power. She could have been bigger than Missy Elliott, but she burnt too many bridges too early on in her career. But that was just my opinion, and yeah, be sure to give your thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, God. The sushi was good as fuck. I'm going to make sure to buy some more, and yeah, that's that. Bye.
Party on down to the SKB, just kicking it, just kick it, just kick it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SKB, just kicking it, just kick it, just kick it. Every man wants a woman that can cook him up a good meal. A woman he can treat like his homemade and take her out on an extra. Now every man wants a woman who ain't good for just laying on her back. And I was like, how? So before you have so kick off your feet and relax your foot. Body up down to the escape. Just kicking it. Just kicking it. Just kicking it. Wow. I would bless the rest of your hearts with my soulful voice. But for now, I'm just gonna, leave it here. Please be sure to comment what song I should sing next.